There is someone watching this right now who has stopped counting how many months you've been waiting. You've prayed about it so many times that you almost feel embarrassed to bring it up again. But stay with me tonight. Faithful God, I come before your throne of grace today, acknowledging that you are the one who calls each season into place. Your word declares it in Song of Solomon chapter 2, verses 11 and 12. For behold, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth, the time of singing has come. Lord, if your word can turn an entire season on its own, then Lord, turn this one too. I don't fully know what my breakthrough looks like yet. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's healing, maybe it's a marriage restored. Maybe it's a child finding their way home, maybe it's simply peace after years of carrying more than one person should carry alone. Whatever it is, Lord, you already know. So Lord, as I step into this new month, let August be the month my breakthrough finally arrives. There has been a winter over parts of my life that has stretched on far longer than a winter should. A quiet holding on a door I stopped knocking on out loud. A hope I kept low so it wouldn't hurt as much if it stayed closed. Lord, tonight I lay that winter down at your feet. Every frozen dream, every delayed answer, every door held shut, every conversation I rehearsed in my head but never got to have. You are the God who ends the winters exactly when you choose. Not a day early, not a day late, because you were never confused about my address or my need. Let this be my time of singing, Lord. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive, let it arrive. Alive, alive, I'm coming alive. Faithful God, your own word settles it in Genesis chapter 8, verse 22. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease. Every calendar on earth still runs on that one sentence you spoke. Every sunrise this month will keep that same promise without even trying. You set the seasons yourself, Lord, and you have never once broken that order. Summer has never failed to follow spring. Harvest has never failed to follow the seed. If you are that faithful to the calendar you made with your own hands, I trust you are just as faithful to the promise you gave to me. The one I've whispered in the dark, the one I've almost stopped saying out loud. I have watched other people's months come and go. Their weddings, their new jobs, their good reports, their answered prayers, and wondered quietly if mine would ever come. I have tried to make peace with waiting, even when the waiting felt heavier than I let anyone see. Some nights I have celebrated with everyone else, while quietly carrying my own unanswered prayer home with me. But Lord, you set the seasons, and you are setting this one too. I release the fear that this month will look like the last one. If someone else is watching this and needs to hear it too, share it with them tonight, because you are not done with either of us. Let my season turn, Lord, the way only you can turn it. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive, let it arrive. Alive, alive, I'm coming alive. Stay with me, because what happens next is where the walls finally start to fall. You are the one lying awake tonight, staring at the ceiling, running the same numbers, the same test result, the same silence on your phone. One more time than you wanted to admit out loud. You are the one who has looked at the same empty side of the bed for longer than you thought you'd have to. Maybe you have smiled through church, through work, through family dinners, while carrying something no one else could see. Maybe you have said, "I'm fine," so many times that you almost believe it yourself. Lord, tonight I stop pretending I'm fine. David asked himself the question I have been asking, Lord. And his own words are recorded in Psalm chapter 42, verse 11. Why are you cast down, O my soul? And why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise Him, my salvation and my God. David didn't deny the sadness, Lord. He just refused to leave it the final word. He wrote this while he was still in the middle of the hard part. Not after it was over, not once it made sense in hindsight. Right in the middle of it, still cast down, still choosing to hope anyway. So tonight I ask myself the same question, and I choose the same answer David chose. There is a version of this month where nothing changes, where I keep waiting the way I've waited before, where I make peace with less, because less is what I've learned to expect. But Lord, you are the God who turned Naomi's empty hands full again, who took her bitterness and gave her back a family line she thought was over. She walked back into her hometown and told them to call her bitter, because that is what she believed the story had become. If you did it for her when she had nothing left to hope in, Lord, do it for me this month too. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise that you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive. Let it arrive. Alive, alive. I'm coming alive. Faithful God, your word in Ruth chapter 4 verses 14 through 17 tells her story. The women said to Naomi, "Blessed be the Lord who has not left you this day without a redeemer." Naomi came home with empty hands and an empty name, having buried her husband and both of her sons in a foreign country. Convinced there was nothing left worth calling a story. And she left that chapter with a grandson in her arms, a grandson who became part of the very line you had planned all along, a line that led all the way to David and further still to Jesus. What looked like the end of her story was only the middle of it. Lord, some of what I'm believing for isn't just for me. It's for the family line behind me and the ones still coming after me. I don't want to hand down the same empty hands I was handed. I want to hand down a full lap, a redeemed name, a story that turned, so that when they tell it one day, they tell it as the month everything changed. You are the God who is faithful to 1,000 generations, just like your word promises in Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 9. Keeping covenant and steadfast love to those who love you, and keep your commandments to 1,000 generations. Let this generations be the one where it finally turns. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive. Let it arrive. Alive, alive. I'm coming alive. Keep listening, because the chains that have followed your family are about to break wide open. I also feel someone believing for a financial breakthrough this August. Not because money is everything, but because you are tired of every good thing being delayed by lack. Tired of saying not right now to your own family. Tired of watching a door close simply because the resource wasn't there to walk through it. Tired of calculating whether you can afford to be generous this month, when you would love nothing more than to say yes, without doing the math first. Faithful God, I remember the widow in 1 Kings chapter 17, verses 8 to 16. She had 1 jar of flour and a little oil, enough for one last meal before she expected to die. And your prophet told her, the jar of flour shall not be spent, and the jug of oil shall not be empty, until the day that the Lord sends rain upon the earth. She wasn't a wealthy woman, Lord. She was gathering 2 sticks to make one last fire when your prophet found her, already telling herself and her son goodbye. And you didn't send her a fortune, you sent her a jar that never emptied. And it happened just as he had said. The flour did not run out, and the oil did not fail, for as many days as the famine lasted across the whole land. Lord, I have felt like that widow some months, looking at what's left and doing the math on how far it won't stretch, wondering if this is the month it finally isn't enough. But she gave what little she had before she saw the miracle. And the miracle showed up because she trusted you with the last of it. I have been holding on to the little I have so tightly because I was afraid to trust you with it the way she did. Tonight I open my hands. I don't need a windfall, Lord, I need what she had. A jar that doesn't run out, a portion that keeps meeting the need. For Faithful God, your word in Proverbs chapter 10, verse 22 says, "The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it." Not increase that cost me my peace, not a raise that costs me my family, not a promotion that hands me more money and takes back my Sundays. The kind of provision that arrives without the guilt, without the grief, without the strings I would have had to attach to it myself. Lord, I have done the budgeting, the extra shifts, the sacrifice. In some months it still hasn't been enough. I want you to know that faithfulness was never wasted. Every bill I found a way to pay. Every month I stretched further than it should have gone. Every time I said no to something I wanted so someone else could have what they needed. I believe you noticed the fight in me. So this month, let the provision come from a direction I never expected, the way it did for a widow who had nothing left but a jar and a promise. Let doors open that have nothing to do with my resume or my connections. Doors that only make sense once I look back and see your hand was already in it. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive. Let it arrive, alive, alive. I'm coming alive. Keep listening. Hold on to that. Because what comes next is where heaven begins to move loud enough for everyone to see. There is someone who has been praying about their body for longer than they've told anyone. A diagnosis that scared you, a pain that never fully left, a tiredness that sleep doesn't seem to fix anymore. Maybe you've learned to function around it so well that people forget you're even carrying it. I want to stop right here and speak directly to that. Faithful God, I remember the woman in Mark chapter 5, verses 25 to 34. She'd been bleeding for 12 years, had spent everything she had on physicians. And instead of getting better, she had only grown worse. 12 years of hoping the next treatment would be the one. And she said to herself, if I only touch his garment, I will be made well. So she pressed through the crowd, knowing the law said someone in her condition shouldn't have been touching anyone at all. And she reached out anyway and touched the edge of his garment, and immediately she felt in her body that she was healed of her disease. 12 years of doctors couldn't do it. One moment of reaching did. Lord, I know what it is to try one more thing, to hope quietly that this appointment, this test, this treatment will finally be the one that changes the report. That woman didn't need a formal invitation to reach for you. She had been dismissed, embarrassed, and told by everyone around her that this was just her life now. She just believed that touching the edge of who you are would be enough to end 12 years in a single moment. Lord, I am reaching for that same edge tonight. Past what the reports say, past what I've been told to just accept. Let me feel in my body what she felt in her. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to Faithful God, your word settles it further in 2 Kings chapter 20, verse 5, where you told Hezekiah on what he believed was his deathbed. I have heard your prayer. I have seen your tears. Behold, I will heal you. He wasn't healed because the illness wasn't real. He was healed because you saw the tears no one else was watching him cry. Not just the wound the world can see on a chart, the wound underneath it too. The exhaustion, the fear, the grief that comes with carrying a body that fights you. Lord, some of what I'm carrying isn't only physical. It's the fear that came with the diagnosis. It's the tiredness of explaining it to people who don't understand. And the loneliness of smiling when they say, you look fine, and you don't feel fine at all. It's the quiet grief of a life that looks different than I planned. The plans I quietly shelved because my body couldn't keep up with them anymore. Heal what shows up on paper, Lord, and heal what doesn't. Let this be the month the report finally changes, the way it changed for a woman who had almost stopped hoping, and the way it changed for a king who thought his story was already over. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive, arrive. Let it arrive, arrive. I'm coming alive. Heather, I'm coming alive. Hold on to that. Carry that with you, because there's one more thing heaven wants to heal this August. There's one more thing heaven wants to heal this August, and it's closer to home than a diagnosis or a bank account. It's the relationships, the family that doesn't talk the way it used to. The child you're worried about, whose heart feels further away than their address. The marriage that's surviving instead of thriving, going through the motions of love without the feeling that used to come easy. The parent you haven't spoken to in longer than either of you will admit. Both of you waiting for the other one to call first. Faithful God, your word in Psalm chapter 113 verse 9 says, He gives the barren woman a home, making her the joyous mother of children. Praise the Lord! Not just a child, a home, a place where something finally belongs and stays. Whatever has felt barren in my family, repair it. Whatever has felt empty, fill it. Whatever has felt like it would never bear fruit again, let it bear fruit this month. And let the joy come back the way this verse promises it will. Not a joy I have to fake for everyone else's sake, but a real one. Lord, I have grieved relationships that didn't work out the way I hoped. I have grieved the family I pictured that doesn't quite look like the one I have. I have made peace with the silence and told myself it's just how it is now. That some relationships simply don't come back once they've gone quiet. But you are the God who gives a home to the one who felt like she'd never have one. I hold on to hope for my family too, quietly, without forcing it, because you have turned harder situations than mine around before. And I refuse to believe mine is the one exception to that. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive, let it arrive. Alive, alive, I'm coming alive. Faithful God, your word also settles it in Genesis chapter 45, verses 4 and 5. Where Joseph finally said to the brothers who had sold him, I am Joseph your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. And now do not be distressed or angry with yourselves, because you sold me here. For God sent me before you to preserve life. Years of separation, years of assuming the worst about each other, and one conversation was all it took for the whole family to come back together and be fed in the same famine that would have destroyed them if they had stayed apart. Lord, I don't know what the reunion looks like in my own family, whether it happens in one conversation or slowly over many. But if you could take what Joseph's brothers meant for harm and turn it into the very reason the whole family survived, I believe you can take what's broken in mine and do the same. Even the parts I don't know how to fix and have stopped trying to. Whatever has divided my house, let it come back together. Whatever has gone quiet in it, let it find its voice again. Let this be the month my house remembers what it means to be one again. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive, let it arrive. Alive, alive, I'm coming Let every one of those declarations settle deep. But before we raise our voice any louder, there's one more weight I want to lift off of you tonight. There's one more thing I feel in my spirit before we move on. Some of you have been quietly wondering if you missed it, if the door you were supposed to walk through already closed, if the calling on your life passed you by while you were busy just surviving. Busy paying bills, busy raising children, busy getting through one more hard year. Maybe you look at people your age who seem further along and wonder what happened to the plans you once had. Faithful God, I remember Nehemiah in chapter 2, verses 17 and 18. He looked at the walls of his own city lying in ruins and said to the people, "Come, let us build the wall of Jerusalem, that we may no longer suffer derision." And he told them how your hand had been on him for good, and how the king himself had spoken words of favor over him. And they said, "Let us rise up and build." So they set their hands to the good work, even while the people around them mocked what they were attempting. Lord, there are walls in my own life that have been lying in ruins for so long that I stopped believing they would ever be rebuilt. Walls of confidence, walls of trust, walls around dreams I stopped mentioning out loud. Nehemiah didn't wait for someone else to fix what was broken. He wept over it first, sat down and mourned for days, and then he got up and started rebuilding it, one section at a time, with ordinary people who had never built anything before, using whatever materials they had close at hand, a mix of old stone and rubble and whatever else the ruins had left them. Lord, give me that same courage to stop mourning what fell and start rebuilding what's still standing, one section at a time, if that's what it takes. Lord, let all this be the mud. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let all this be the mud. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive, arrive. Let it arrive. Alive, alive, alive. I'm coming alive. Faithful God, your word also declares it in Esther chapter 4, verse 14. Who knows whether you have not come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Mordecai didn't tell Esther she had missed her moment. He told her this exact season, with all its danger and uncertainty, was the very reason she had been positioned there in the first place. Raised in a palace she never asked to enter, for a purpose she couldn't yet see, until the moment it mattered more than she ever imagined it would. Lord, I don't need to go back and find the door I think I missed. I need to trust that this season, exactly as it is right now, is the one you positioned me for all along. Whatever I thought I lost time on, the years spent surviving instead of thriving, the years spent raising others instead of chasing my own dreams, you were still preparing me through every single one of them. Nothing was wasted. Not one season, not one delay, not one detour. Let this be the month I stop looking backward for my purpose and start building forward with what's in front of me. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive, arrive. Let it arrive. Alive, alive, alive. I'm coming alive. Carry that with you too, because there's still one more weight I want to lift off of you tonight. Before we go any further, I want to speak peace over the anxiety some of you have been carrying quietly underneath everything else. The worry that follows you even on the good days. The fear that something is about to go wrong just when things start going right. The racing heart at 2 in the morning over things you can't control anyway. Maybe you've gotten so used to carrying it that you forgot what it felt like not to. Faithful God, your word settles it in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. Not a spirit of fear, not the anxious energy I've been running on for months. The kind that makes me check my phone one more time, replay one more conversation, brace for one more bad thing that never comes. A spirit of power, a spirit of love, a spirit of a mind that is finally quiet. Instead of running through every worst case scenario before I even get out of bed. Lord, I have carried worry like it was my job to carry it. Like letting go of it would mean I stopped caring about the outcome. But fear was never a requirement for faith. I can care deeply and still put the worry down. Give me back the mind you gave me before anxiety rented so much space in it. Before I started rehearsing arguments that haven't happened yet and grieving losses that never came. Let this be the month my mind finally feels quiet again. Not because everything is resolved, but because I trust who is holding it. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, faithful God, I remember the disciples in the storm in Mark chapter 4, verse 39. When the wind was so violent, the boat was already filling with water, and you stood up and you said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. The disciples woke you up because they were convinced they were going to die. And your first response wasn't panic, it was a question. Why are you so afraid? Have you still no faith? You didn't move the boat to calmer water first. You spoke, and the storm itself obeyed you, the same way it was obeying you before it ever started. Lord, my storm doesn't need to be fully over for me to have peace in it. You can speak into the middle of it the way you spoke into theirs. And the wind that has kept me up at night will finally lay down. I don't need every circumstance to change before I can rest. I don't need the diagnosis, the bank account, or the relationship to be settled first before I'm allowed to breathe easy again. I just need to hear you say the same two words over my life. Peace, be still. Speak it over my finances. Speak it over my family. Speak it over my mind. Speak it over the parts of my future I can't see yet. Peace, be still. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Hold that peace steady, because now it's time to stand up and declare everything we've prayed out loud together. Faithful God, your word charges me the way it charged Joshua. in chapter 1, verse 9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua was stepping into a role he never trained for, following a leader who had just died, walking toward a land full of giants that had already frightened a whole generation before him. And your only instruction to him was, be strong, because I am with you. Not because the giants had shrunk, not because the task had gotten easier, because you were going with him into it. Lord, I don't feel ready for what I'm asking you for this month. I don't feel qualified, experienced, or strong enough for the next chapter. But neither did Joshua. And you didn't wait for him to feel ready. You simply told him you would be with him wherever he went. That's all I need to hear tonight too. Not a guarantee that it will be easy, a promise that I won't be doing it alone. So whatever this month asks of me, I will not shrink back from it, because the same presence that went ahead of Joshua is going ahead of me. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive. Let it arrive. Alive, alive. I'm coming alive. Faithful God, I remember David in 1 Samuel chapter 30. He came home from battle to find his city burned to the ground, his wives and children taken captive, and everything he had built up in ashes behind him. His own men, the ones who had followed him through years of hardship, spoke of stoning him that very day out of their own grief. And scripture says David was greatly distressed. He lost everything in a single afternoon, the same as his men had. But he strengthened himself in the Lord his God. And then, before he took a single step, he asked you directly, shall I pursue this band? Shall I overtake them? And you said, pursue, for you shall surely overtake and shall surely rescue all. And he did. He pursued, he overtook them, and he recovered all, his wives, his sons, his daughters, and everything that had been carried away. Nothing was missing, small or great, sons or daughters, spoil or plunder. Lord, some of what has been taken from me this year felt as final as David's burned city must have felt to him. Time I can't get back, relationships that fractured, opportunities that closed. But he didn't strengthen himself in what he still had, because there was nothing left. He strengthened himself in you when everything else was gone. And then, instead of staying in the ashes, he stood up and went after what was his. I am asking you the same question tonight. Shall I pursue? And I believe your answer to me is the same answer you gave him. Not some of it back, not most of it back, all of it. Let this be the month I recover all, Lord. Let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough step. Every day. Let this month be the loudest declaration you have made all year. Faithful God, David wrote it after his own breakthrough came. In Psalm chapter 30, verses 11 and 12. You have turned for me my mourning into dancing. You have loosed my sackcloth and clothed me with gladness, that my glory may sing your praise and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give thanks to you forever. He didn't just say the sadness ended. He said you turned it, reshaped it, redirected it, until the very thing that broke him became the reason he couldn't stop praising you. The sackcloth he wore in his lowest season became the very fabric. Your hands loosed and replaced with gladness. Lord, I have worn my sackcloth long enough. I have sat in the mourning long enough to know every corner of it. The version of grief that doesn't announce itself, but just sits quietly in the background of every ordinary day. But David's mourning had a turning point, and so does mine. I don't need to understand exactly how you'll do it. I only need to believe that the same hand that turned his sorrow into dancing is reaching for mine right now, this month, in this very prayer. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive, let it arrive. Alive, alive, I'm coming alive. If your soul felt something tonight, stay with me a little longer, because I want to pray one more thing over every person listening. I don't know your name, but you do. I don't know what this month means for you, but you already wrote it. Before either of us knew we would be praying this together tonight. So Lord, over every person who has made it this far in this prayer, the ones driving, the ones in bed, the ones who almost turned this off earlier, the ones only half listening while doing something else with their hands, finish what you started in them, the way you are finishing it in me. Faithful God, your word to Zerubbabel settles it in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 9. The hands of Zerubbabel have laid the foundation of this house. His hands shall also finish it. The same hands that laid the foundation were promised the finishing too, even though the work had stalled for years before that word came. Even though the people building it had grown discouraged and almost gave up on it entirely. You don't hand a project off halfway through to someone else. Whatever you started building in me, your own hands intend to finish. Lord, thank you for not being the kind of God who starts something and walks away before it's done. Every unfinished prayer, every half-built dream, every promise still in progress. You are still working on all of it. Even on the nights it feels quiet. Even on the nights I wondered if you'd moved on to someone else's story instead. Let August be the month some of that finished work finally comes into view. Not the whole thing all at once necessarily, but enough to know you never stop building. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. think about the version of you from a year ago, who could not have imagined making it to this moment. You did not know how you would survive some of what you walked through, some of the nights that felt longer than a single night should ever feel. But you are here, still praying, still believing, still showing up. That alone is evidence that something in you refuses to quit. And that same something is exactly what God is about to reward. Faithful God, close this month out over me the way your word closes it in Psalm chapter 12:1, verses 7 and 8. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Not just this one prayer, not just this one night. Keep my going out, every meeting, every appointment, every conversation this month. Keep my coming in, every place I call home, every relationship I return to, from this time forth and forevermore. Lord, I want to pray this simply, the way I'd talk to someone I trust completely. Thank you for this month. Thank you for not forgetting me, even when the waiting felt too long to bear. Thank you for hearing every prayer I whispered in the dark, and every one I couldn't find the words for at all. I release every disappointment from the months behind me. I release the fear that this August will look like the last one. I choose to believe you have already gone ahead of me, preparing what I could never arrange on my own. Oh, Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every closed door starts to open. Every dead thing comes alive. Lord, let August be the month. Let my breakthrough now arrive. Every promise you have spoken comes to pass and comes alive. Arrive, arrive. Let it arrive. Arrive, alive. I'm coming alive. Lord, let this be the month my breakthrough finally arrives. Let it be the month my family cycle finally breaks. Let it be the month my healing finally shows up. My provision finally comes through. My prayer finally becomes my testimony. I don't need to understand every detail of how you will do it. I only need to trust that you will. In Jesus' name, I receive it, amen. If your soul felt something today, like this video before you go, and if you know someone who has been waiting just as long as you have, someone tired, someone quietly holding on, share this prayer with them. They may need these exact words today more than they've ever needed anything else. Come back to this channel whenever you need another word to hold on to. This is a place built for your breakthrough, and there will always be another prayer waiting here for you when you need it. Whatever this month brings, you do not have to carry it alone. You never did. Keep this prayer close in the days ahead. If August starts slow, if the first week looks no different than July did, do not let that shake what was declared here tonight. Breakthrough rarely announces itself the moment it begins moving. Most of the time, it is already in motion long before you can see it with your eyes. A conversation happening somewhere you're not in, a decision being made on your behalf, a door